Okay, this is feedback for your music video for The Last Man Alive by Demon Hunter. The good news is I really like it. I think most importantly the concept really works. So, I mean, as the name suggests, the idea of a guy who's isolated in some kind of post-apocalyptic world is a sensible one. And you've been very clever because Nathan can act, and you've really used this sense of acting and performance as a basis for what is a really strong and quite a visually effective video. So you've obviously got a wide range of camera angles sort of showing him in this kind of post-apocalyptic world using the bleak local landscape, and all of that's done really well. And you've managed to incorporate that and sort of chop it up and juxtapose it with band footage, which again you've done in a really clever way. And what you've done particularly well is you've looked at band performance footage, and then you've just really kind of ticked all the boxes and made sure you get all the kind of very, very authentic dynamic performance shots. And again, as with Nathan's acting, with the band performance, you've got some really moody, quite iconic footage of your drummer and your bass player, and Nathan as the lead singer. So that all in all, you've got these two different visual elements. You work the performance and the narrative, and they blend together really cleverly. And you've realised, which many groups don't do, that what you've got to think about is how are you going to link those two elements together. And you do some very, very clever graphic matches in particular, which is quite a sophisticated editing technique. And so you manage to what's the right word? Meld the two different sections together in a way which makes the whole thing much more slick and cohesive, and it pulls it together, and all the way through the editing enhances the structure and the musicality and the tempo of the song as well. So you've captured all the subcultural elements, you've kind of ticked all the boxes of performance video, the narrative has got a nice kind of flow to it. And ultimately the whole thing just works. Nice kind of downbeat kind of colour. The colour palette you've chosen is also very effective and enhanced in post-production. So you tick all the technical boxes: the mise-en-scène, the camera work, the editing, all of it works. Really impressive work, and I would certainly place it in band 4.
Within the video, particularly the narrative pieces, you've used a really wide range of shots. There's some good long shots, some close-ups, some mid shots. I think that use of those shots, the use of washing out the colour, making it black and white, making it like a memory. The acting is believable. It's authentic. I like how you've tracked on a couple of shots. You've followed the action nicely. You've used a good steady camera in all cases, and it's easy to follow what the narrative is. And concentrating, for example, on the fact that he throws the money away but keeps another piece of paper when he finds the wallet. So that's all of that adds to the enigma of the story and lets the audience pick up the story. Then with the performance element, it's really authentic. It looks like it's concert footage. It looks like you're in there with the band. You've got the cameras in there. Again, the range of shots. Not a lot of camera movement, which is appropriate in some cases, and some camera movement, which is also appropriate if you're using a Steadicam or a handheld camera while you're going through in amongst the band. All of the performance elements have a great deal of authenticity in terms of musicianship as well, and there's a point where I know that Michael, who is not a guitarist, looks like a guitarist because of the way you shot the footage, and it really does. It looks properly authentic. It looks like he's playing that solo, and you're coming back to him playing that solo with the camera shots and with the adjustment of the angles. Works really nicely.
Hey, so I've just watched the final edit of the video, and I thought the whole thing was of top quality. I thought the story was amazing. I thought the production of it was very good. The camera angles were very good, and it kept me entertained the whole way through. How I could see the guitarist playing the solos, and it just showed everything in a very good light. And overall, the production of it was very, very high class.
I saw their video and I thought it was quite well edited. I quite liked the use of the black and white colour palette. I felt that was quite... It added a sense of grittiness to it, I felt, which suited the song as well, because the song was quite good, I felt. I felt the performances were quite good in the song. They acted quite well to the tune of the song. Especially Nathan, I felt. He had one of the best performances there. I also felt the scenery they used within their video, for example the ruins of a broken down house, I felt that added a really nice touch to it. Also, like I said again, I felt it was very well edited and it was really good overall.
Hi, I just watched the music video and I thought it was really good. So the music emphasised the acting, the roles, the shots are great. They basically throughout the whole video, the music emphasised like solos for instance in there, and like the acting, and I think the portrayal of like characters inside the music video was great. I also think the production of it was very organised, and I just enjoyed it. It actually caught my attention to it really well. So hi, I just watched the music video and I thought it was really good. So the music emphasised the acting, the roles, the shots are great. They basically throughout the whole video, the music emphasised like solos for instance in there, and like the acting, and I think the portrayal of like characters inside the music video was great. I also think the production of it was very organised, and I just enjoyed it. It actually caught my attention to it really well. So yeah, I think they did a really good job.